You might have seen videos online of people controlling lasers with OpenCV and a webcam. I've been wanting to do something similar for a while, but I've been waiting to get my hands on this. This is a gel blaster. What I want to do is have a Python script that tells the servos exactly where my face is, and then have the servos point this gun directly at my face and then shoot me. Well, not shoot my face, because this thing kind of packs a punch, maybe a little below the neck. Okay, that's probably a lot better than shooting my face with it. I've been letting myself get shot for the past 2 days so that I can finish this project. Target my face.
Targeting system enabled.
So I'm gonna go over the hardware real quick. So this is a gel blaster, and it's mounted on top of this piece of plastic, which is mounted on top of this 3D printed enclosure thing. Inside this is the yaw servo, and this is the pitch servo, and that is the servo that's controlling the trigger. It's the ESP32, which is controlling everything. And that's a buck converter, which is converting the 12 volts to 5 volts for the servos. And that's it. So I'm gonna go over the software side of things real quick. This is the Python script that's responsible for tracking the face, getting the coordinates, and converting them to pitch and yaw values, and then sending them over to the Arduino. We're using the OpenCV library to put a little rectangular box on my head, and then we're getting the coordinates of exactly where that box is, and then we're converting that to pitch and yaw values, and then we're sending that to the Arduino. Now on the Arduino side, what we're doing is we're basically getting the three values from the serial data. So this is the yaw axis, this is the pitch, and this is a Boolean value that goes up when it detects a face. Now with that information, we can just tell the servo exactly where to point, and also when to shoot. Now something that I did that I think is super cool is the little sound effect. It's actually from GTA 5, and when it detects a face, it just starts playing that eerie tracking sound from the game, and then it stops when the face is no longer in view. I think that's super cool. I don't know why. It is cool. So I want to talk about some of the drawbacks and potential improvements to this setup. Now, the first one being the camera position is very important. If I move this even slightly, it is going to completely mess up the accuracy of the turret, and I have to like move this around and get it back to, you know, being in sync. So that's one of the main drawbacks, I feel like. And the way that you could probably fix this is by having the camera right next to the turret and making it so that it's kind of fixed and doesn't move. And then instead of the current setup, what you could do is have the turret try to position itself at the exact center of the view of the camera. So it would kind of look something like this. This is a video I found on Instagram of this anti-drone thingy, and so you can see here that it's trying to align the trajectory of the weapon at the exact center of the camera's view. So that would be a much better approach to what I've done here. I think another major improvement could be a better camera. This thing is 720p, and the field of view is not that good because, well, it's a webcam. It doesn't really need a high field of view, but I think with a higher field of view you could, you know, have it see a lot more. Yeah. Now the last thing I'm going to talk about is, the tracking itself is not super aggressive, and especially because it's only looking for faces. If I turn my head slightly away from the camera, it's not going to see me. So something like the object tracking that looks for people would be maybe better for this particular use. I also had a kind of ridiculous idea. Instead of a normal camera, what if I used a thermal camera? So you could just look for infrared signatures and just target those instead. And I think that would be a lot more accurate and a lot more fun. But that's about it. This is just a little project, and I think it's one of the most fun things that I've done, apart from getting shot in the face multiple times. Thank you, and take care. Bye-bye. Bro!